It demonstrates a lot more than that. But this is what the scriptures say in Isaiah 42, 6 through 7. In Isaiah 42, 6 through 7, I am the Lord, I have called you in righteousness. I will also hold you by the hand and watch over you. And I will appoint you as a covenant to the people, as a light to the nations, to open blind eyes, to bring out prisoners from the dungeon, and those who dwell in darkness from the prison. That is a statement about the Messiah, and it's not new. The Jews had that, and they heard that, and they even taught that. But now the person of Jesus is standing right before them and is doing these actions, and they are failing, not just to connect the dots, but to bow the knee. They see it. It's unmistakable. So the first witness that Jesus calls outside of John the Baptist is an appeal to their eyes. Some people will say, unless I see it, I won't believe it. And these people were seeing all of the miracles of Jesus and still not believing. Still not believing. The third witness that Jesus brings up is the witness of the Father. Again, a testimony from God. Again, another external evidence. Verses 37 and 38, Jesus says, and the Father who sent me, he has testified of me. You have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his form. You do not have his word abiding in you, for you do not believe him whom he sent. And this is also a greater testimony than John the Baptist, because it's a testimony from God. It is God speaking audibly. However, there is a big problem, and that's that in man's unbelief, his ears are closed, his eyes are blind. So even though at Jesus' baptism, we read in Matthew 3:17, there Matthew writes, this that he heard from heaven. And behold, a voice out of the heavens said, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. God speaking audibly. Yet another witness testifying to who Jesus is. A voice from heaven came booming out of the skies, declaring that not only is Jesus the Son of God, but God is also well pleased with him. Now those currently before Jesus in the temple may not have been there. And so Jesus goes on and he says to them, you have neither heard his voice at any time nor seen his form. And then he points this out. This is the problem that they have. You do not have his word abiding in you, for you do not believe in whom he sent. That's the problem. If they had the word abiding in them, they would have believed the Son that the Father sent, because they would have been able to recognize him. They would have been able to identify him based on what the scriptures say. Now, I don't know who invented this or why they thought it would be fun. But there is a puzzle out there that comes with false edges and false corners. So if you like to build puzzles and you need a little bit of help, you might hunt for those edges and hunt for those corners and begin to frame out your puzzle and then build it according to color, patterns, or a picture. But this person that invented this puzzle decided to make edges that are inside the puzzle and corners that are inside. And if that wasn't enough, it's also a puzzle that is clear. It's acrylic. with no image and no picture. I'm not going to buy this puzzle. And don't buy it for me as a challenge. I'll look at it, laugh at it. But it's known as the impossible. They found all sorts of reasons to reject Jesus and reject the first three witnesses so far, even though a voice from heaven at the baptism came down. They